Good afternoon, dear students. It's me, Malohat, again with you. So, dear students, today at our lesson, we will talk about tourism in Uzbekistan. So, when we talk about tourism in Uzbekistan, we first surely remember the fascinating, beautiful, and historical cities of Uzbekistan, such as Samarkand, Bukhara, and Khiva. So these historical cities are known not only in Uzbekistan, not only in Central Asia, but they are famous in all over the world. So thousands of people, thousands of tourists from all over the world come to Uzbekistan to travel and to see the sights of these beautiful cities. And at the time, they prefer to know the customs and the traditions of Uzbek people too. So especially they like national dishes of Uzbek people, such as pilaf and the other ones too. So we will here we go. We will talk the other things together with you uh, while working with the presentation. Tourism in Uzbekistan has always drawn people from far and wide. For anyone who knows about the country, this is easy to understand. Bright colors, intricate patterns, rich flavors, and friendly people await every visitor. Traces remain of great empires that have long since been blown away by the sands of time, while modern life evolves in new directions. This landlocked Central Asian nation offers more than a single person can explore in a lifetime. Whether you crave a night in the soothing serenity of a remote mountain village or a walk through the streets of history, Uzbekistan will not disappoint. Uzbekistan tourism is all about exploring what you are interested in, and you will be sure to find it here. Uzbekistan tourism, safety and security. For any tourist, so the question of safety and security is one of the most important ones. With a country name ending in the Armenia's stan, safety is the first question on many people's minds when it comes to Uzbekistan travel. If security is your main concern, let us assuage your fears. Uzbekistan is a safe and tourist-friendly country that opens its arms to travelers from all over the world. Consider the following. The 2019 Solo Travel Safety Report ranked Uzbekistan as one of the top five safest nations in the world to visit. This includes independent female travelers who overwhelmingly report feeling safe while in country. Threat of terrorism and violent crime is extremely low, while statistics for petty crime remains much lower than in most major tourist destinations. Policemen and border patrol agents have shown a very positive stance towards foreigners and tourists in recent years. And the most are eager to make you feel at ease and provide assistance as needed. People in Uzbekistan remain very welcoming towards tourists and will often going out of their way to assist a guest in need. In fact, a warm reception by the gentle and the hospitable people of Uzbekistan is one of the factors that endear the country to many. Uzbekistan tourism packages and what exactly will a trip to Uzbekistan entail? The answer depends on your personal preferences, although on each tour you can expect warm hospitality, copious amounts of savory food, and glimpses into the country's colorful past. Consider your travel options. Group tours offer a fun and cost-effective option for travel to every corner of Uzbekistan. Private tours with suggested itineraries and flexible dates come in every shape and size. City tours, day trips, cross-country excursions, extension tours, and etc. Custom-made tours allow you to customize your tour based on your dates of travel and a personal bucket list of must-see sites and activities. Types of tourism in Uzbekistan. So let's talk first about historical tourism. What does it mean, dear students? Now we will clarify with you together. If you don't know where to start, you can't go wrong with a tour of Uzbekistan's major historical sites. Khiva, Bukhara, and Samarkand are all UNESCO World Heritage Sites, and for a good reason. Start with Samarkand, former home to some of the finest architects credited with creating the masterpieces of Registan Square and Guramir Mausoleum. Bukhara is more intimate with holy sites and historical landmarks around every corner. Hiva is an open-air museum that captured the exotic atmosphere of the Silk Road with its winding alleys and bustling bazaars. But don't miss out on less famous yet equally impressive destinations like Termes, Buddhist center of the southern border, or Shahrisab's birthplace at the Great Barrier Timberline. So in this slide, you can see Oxeroy, which is located in Shahrisabz. It's also one of the most ancient monument places which thousands of tourists prefer to come and visit. So, cultural tourism. For those who love textiles, ceramics, patterns, and festive colors, Uzbekistan is as good as it gets. The Fergana Valley is famous for its artisans, potters at the Rishtan Ceramics School and the silk weavers in Margilan, among countless others. Samarkand has its own ceramic school, carpet weaving center, and the famous Miras paper mill, which makes paper from mulberry bark using techniques passed down through the centuries. Bucharest is perhaps the best place to buy souvenirs with a wide variety of top quality crafts and gifts, while nimble wood carvers can be seen hard at work in Tashkent and Khiva. Tours of these places are a great way to meet the artisans themselves and learn about the production of their famous creations using ancient techniques. In addition to arts and crafts, Uzbekistan preserves its rich cultural heritage in regular festivals, sporting events, and everyday life. Cultural tourism offers tangible opportunities to participate in distinctive, time-honored Central Asian traditions. So, culinary tourism. Words can't do justice to the rich simplicity of Uzbekistan's national dish. As I mentioned above, so pilaf, rice and carrots cooked to perfection with raisins, chickpeas and beef, or to the first juicy bites of shashlik, which is also called kebab, roasted over smoky coals. And it's not enough just to try the local foods in one city, for each region has its own signature dishes. Shivitoshi, for example, noodles infused with dill and served with vegetables, and tuhum barak, boiled square dumplings filled with egg, are found only in Hiva. And all tourists who come to Uzbekistan So not only like but love. He was Shivitosh and Tukumbarak. While Bukhara is home to a particular type of plov that's cooked in layers with meat, carrots, raisins, and rice all simmered together. Make sure to try the bread in Samarkand, where large shiny loaves are sold all on the streets, and the northern finely sliced meat and the dal freshly chopped in cafes and the bazaars in Tashkent. So in this picture, you can see our popular, lovely Uzbek pilaf and Uzbek bread. Adventure and nature tourism. Adventure and nature tourism whisks you away from the crowds into Uzbekistan's deserts, canyons, and mountains, crevices for hiking, camping, and more. Uzbekistan is not all cities and historical sites. In fact, much of the country is covered in mountains and the vast Kızılkum Desert. While these areas are home to fewer people, leaving them relatively untouched, they have actually been inhabited for centuries. Heading out into nature will give you a completely different perspective on Uzbekistan. Options for adventure and nature tourism in Uzbekistan abound. Spend the night in a yurt, experience how nomads have lived for centuries, or hike through the narrow canyons of the Chimgan Mountains, not far from Tashkent. Some of Uzbekistan's geographical features are man-made, such as the otherworldly plains revealed by the receding Aral Sea, or Adarkul, formed by a dam in 1969. Any of these places makes for an excellent change of place from busy city life, or even a destination in its own right. So, again, in this picture, you can see historical, ancient places, sustainable and ecotourism. Sustainable tourism is a conscientious way to give back to the community through village homestays, support local business, and care of the environment during your travels. It's important to make smart decisions while traveling, including choices that support local communities and protect the environment. Fortunately, there are plenty of sustainable tourism options in the form of private tour packages or independent travel. There are many homestays and guest houses where the cost of the stay largely goes towards supporting local families. Check out our tourist Aydarkul, which involves a visit a remote desert village. The Jairan Eco Center, home to threatened and endangered species. And sustainable tours to the RLC, where tourism has grown to support former fishing villages that lost their livelihoods as the water receded. Sustainable tourism not only supports local communities and opportunity and protects the environment, but also gives visitors a unique opportunity to experience local life and explore less visited destinations. Here again, in this picture, you can see mountainous areas. So health and spa tourism. Sanatoria are a great way to have a relaxing vacation. Many sanatoria in Uzbekistan are built near natural springs whose waters are known to ease the symptoms of various respiratory, renal, calculatory, and other medical conditions. Other spa services, including various mineral baths, spa treatments, and relaxing massages, are also offered on location. Some of the most popular health resorts are in the mountains near Tashkent, where mineral springs